shoot the lights out high till it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life?
ETN torpedoes in, touchdown Jacksonville. Leading the way, Robinson. Defensive backs, 3rd down and 10. Trevor Lawrence to the air. Harris in the block to the end zone. Caught!
4 rookies to score a touchdown, a receiver. In that week, Lawrence, hands, ETN finishes, touchdown, Jacksonville.
1st and goal. Fake to ETN. Lawrence flips it to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Brenton Strange got open, and the Jags finally find the end zone. So Peterson said, hey, if we're going to play a little hard and show what we've got, it starts with moving the ball down the field and cutting into this massive lead.
Strange comes down as they go ball fake. Hold that defender just a hezzy off the line, and then easy pitch and catch. Listen, I know what the game is right now.
3 games. Can they take advantage? Lawrence to Thomas for the touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the season for the rookie, Brian Thomas. And we talk about a fast start. That's exactly what happens for Jacksonville. 3rd down and 4. Lawrence throwing for Kirk. He's got him towards the pylon, and it's a touchdown. A big play on 3rd down for Jacksonville. 1st touchdown of the season for Christian Kirk, and the Jaguars regain the lead.
But Ken Lawrence get them into the end zone. Puts a man under it. Far side. He's got Thomas wide open. Thomas. Touchdown. Instead, they're going to keep it on the ground here. This is Bigsby. Bigsby taking on tacklers. Bigsby still going, and he bangs it in. Touchdown.
And blown coverages from the Indianapolis secondary.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Strange. So Joe Flacco has answered to starting 0-4 the 92 Chargers. Jacksonville hoping to take that first step. Bigsby on a pitch. Bigsby 1st down and more. Bigsby breaking free. Tank Bigsby trying to turn out the lights on the Colts. 65-yard sprint.
Brings him back to the 21. Lawrence steps up for the end zone. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They
see it as he steps up, finds a window, thought he might got right there, but just a great throw.
Lawrence completes it. That's a touchdown. Gabe Davis with his 2nd of the day.
Good throw and catch. Things happen fast down in the red zone. Hit that back foot. Not a huge window right.
Lawrence looking to the middle, and he's got Thomas for the touchdown.
Have a little bit of confusion over here. They're trying to play man coverage. They're trying to play in and out on the bunch. Brian Thomas cuts in from the inside position. Nobody covers him. That's a touchdown.
It is Bigsby again, and he gets into the end zone.
You love it. Bigsby is not going to be denied. That is the block you got to have right there on the backside when you're running inside zone. You got to get movement on the backside. 3 technique defensive tackle.
Beringer to boot it away. Parker has to retreat all the way inside his 5, and he catches it. Makes a beeline past the 20. He's got some open space. Past the 40. Gets past the punter. Inside the 40. Parker Washington is going to go all the way for a touchdown as he does the Nestea plunge into the end zone.
All right, you're going to watch 2 blocks Right here, they need to have a guy that folds back over the top. And that seam is where number 11 is able to take the ball. And he does not have to. Wow. So if you wanted to keep hope alive, you had to have this one.
Bigsby's going to get into the end zone yet again.
Nothing fancy at all, just smashing it up inside, double teams, old school football. Bigsby running behind his pads. One cut, getting north and south and getting in that end zone, not being denied.
On second and goal, it's Lawrence, spins with the push. Will he get there? He does. Touchdown. Trevor Lawrence.
Clemson days, and take a look. He broke one tackle of Edrin Cooper, and then look at the offensive line, everybody helping.
Second down and 5. Lawrence throws, end zone. Thomas, touchdown.
From the Jacksonville offense, and they torched Bullard on this series. I mean, there was no chance for Bullard to keep up with Brian Thomas, and that's what I talk about with Brian Thomas being a rookie. Instead of going...
Lawrence looking, throws, end zone, going up to make the catch. It's Ingram for a Jaguars touchdown. Wow.
Watching Evan Ingram, a tight end, going up against Keyshawn Nixon, a cornerback. Jair Alexander, for whatever reason, couldn't jump. He starts...
Bigsby, the running back. Lawrence trying to do it himself, and he gets in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Second straight week with a rushing touchdown for Trevor Lawrence.
To something on the edges and just find the lane.
Barkley on first down. And he lost the football late. Scooped up by Trayvon Walker. Walker still going. Trayvon Walker at the 20. Walker at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Unbelievable. No flags. No whistle. And the Jags are right back in it. Now they can look and replay.
Does Ventrell Miller, Ventrell Miller gets enough of Saquon Barkley that it quote-unquote caused, even though it really didn't, causes the tackle. And so Saquon is down by contact in this situation. Ball is in his hands, goes to the ground, he loses it.
That is close.
It's very close. Very close. And this is the end. We know this would be not a fumble if he was down by contact, but if he's down on just because he trips, that would be a fumble.
Rolling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Wow! It stands, and what a return by Trayvon Walker.
I'm shocked by that. I am shocked.
Play clock at 1. Lawrence not aware. Just gets the snap off in time. On second down, he'll run it up the middle and in for the touchdown. That's the second rushing touchdown today for Trevor Lawrence.
Backs turned. Waiting. He sees a gap and he takes it.
They will. They'll get it this time. And Mac Jones, the hometown kid, puts Jacksonville in front.
Look at his left foot right here.
Yep.
He's going to put it back, wait till the last second. And right there, he's got to get a little juice behind him and get...
Here comes pressure. Jones, it's picked up, floats it out there. Leaping grab is made by Washington, and he is into the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense number 4. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
First down and goal at the 7. Jones looking to the air. Over the middle. Jump ball caught by Brian Thomas for the touchdown. His 6th touchdown catch.
Nice play design right there.
They give it to Bigsby. Trying the left side. At the 5. Stiff arm. Touchdown. The tank for 6. And the Jaguars have the lead this year for Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby, we talked about it, how he's leading this team in yards per carry. 5 points.
It's where you start off either hard play action or run the football.
Tank Bigsby fake to him. Jones floats one. End zone. Thomas. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. The rookie with his 7th touchdown grab of the season.
Well, watch what the hard play action does to this inside. Is you hard play action this, and then you just run this shallow cross. Hard play action, everybody gets sucked in. You see them all there, no underneath coverage left, and then just float it out to the corner. It allows you to be the aggressor, take what I like to call, take the passive out of pass protection.
On 3rd down, there's Brian Thomas. Can he take it in? Yes, he can. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. Man, he's quick.
Man to man, you get the man to man, you beat the corner, and then it's just look and book. Nice stab to the outside. One-on-one with the corner. You see the 6.
Already 3 tackles today. 2nd and goal. Bigsby again. Will this time work? No signal yet. And they're saying he is stopped short of the goal line. Fantasy football managers everywhere. And now they're saying a touchdown. And not the initial call.
It's too hard to see with all the bodies from the sky cam.
This will give us a better look at it as he's coming in there.
I mean, that was almost 10 seconds after the play had ended. Did they rule it a touchdown? Third down and 8 for the Jaguars. Jones looking deep. Thomas is wide open at the 30. Thomas is going to waltz in. Touchdown. And on that play, Brian Thomas goes over 1,000 yards in his rookie season.
Jack Jones is going to be here, and then Merrick is going to come out at the snap of the ball. And Jack Jones is expecting somebody to be behind him, but there's nobody there, and it was his territory to defend.
Jones faking to Etienne, looking end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Parker Washington. What concentration by Washington in the back of the end zone.
Watch the right foot.
Jones, free blitzer off the edge. Jones gets it out quickly. Just masterful from Jones as he finds Thomas for the Jacksonville touchdown.
There, Jason.
You never know. They'll hand it off. It's a touchdown for Bigsby, the easy way.
Take a look at the right-hand side of this offensive line and the push they get. Buckner gets through, but unfortunately not in time, and Bigsby able to pave his way into the end zone.
That extra tight end you mentioned, Jaguar, helping Bigsby. Washington in motion again. 2nd and goal for Mac Jones. Pressure coming. He'll throw it that way. He's got Washington, who lost the ball, and he tries to crawl into the end zone, and they will say touchdown. So he lost the ball with contact, got it back, and then put it over the goal line for a touchdown. And he's still a live runner.
Let's take another look. That's Julian Blackman getting his hand on. Then Zaire Franklin knocks it out ultimately, but as he regains possession, his knees are off the ground. What a heads-up play by Parker Washington. And he got the ball in the first place because of the pressure from the Colts. And a big void in the defense to the outside.